Hello guys, welcome to Inspire Chemistry. So today we'll be doing a video on the upcoming exams. So JAM 2020 is over and the response sheet is already out. So please check your marks there, and we'll give you a link in the description box so that you can that gives you a direct way to the response sheet. And those who have not performed well in the exam, don't worry. There's a lot of universities and good colleges like in which you can do for your MSc. And today's video will be on the most important universities and colleges that you should join. Even if you don't get JAM, it's fine, because some people may be getting some NITs, but the last IITs are not really good and nobody actually goes there. So if the result is, you know that you're not going to get IITs or good NITs, I think it's time you should pay attention to this video and look for the following. Okay, so first of all, those who have a rank around above 500 to 1000, 1000, 1200, 1300, all people who doesn't have any rank at all, those who couldn't qualify the exam JAM itself, can also go to a good institute. Okay, so let's start. So first we'll start with the IISER, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research. These are one of the best leading research institutes in our country. There are 5 of them, and there are some limitations, like there are few IISERs which allows like JAM qualification is a minimum, but there are others where they don't need it. Okay, so let's talk about IISERs. So we'll in all of the IISERs, usually they ask for aggregate about 60% or 55%. Okay, so usually for general it's 60% minimum in BSc that you should achieve to apply. Okay, and in IISER Bhopal, if you look at IISER Bhopal, there's a JAM compulsion that you should have given the JAM. Okay, doesn't matter if your score is high, your rank is 800, 900, 1200, 1300, 2000, doesn't matter. You can still apply if you have qualified the JAM examination. Okay, and basically all IISERs, not just Bhopal, they start comes in April, like just after when you'll have your JAM results. Start looking for all the IISERs, you will find that they're giving some links. So although the dates are not out for interviews and this application, but in case they come, so we'll let you know through a notification. Okay. So just after your JAM results, apply for IISER. IISER Bhopal is one of the leading chemistry departments as categorized by the Nature. Nature is a journal, like very reputed journal. And it has a rank about 9 or 11 in the normalized index, so it's really good. So IISER Bhopal is like leading IISER now in chemistry department, and it's a new IISER. If you look at the most reputed IISER, those are the Pune and Kolkata. So Pune also again has 60% minimum you should achieve in your bachelor's to get in, and they have a compulsion that you should have a JAM rank around JAM rank under 800. So Pune, the JAM rank should be below 800. Okay, then only you can apply at IISER Pune. And there may be some changes in the IISER scheme, so you better go look at these sites. And then comes the IISER Mohali. IISER Mohali, they usually have. Last time, I guess, like few years back, they used to take tests. They've not mentioned that if this year they'll be taking a test, or they'll be calling for the people from application to interviews. And so you should carefully look for IISER Mohali site to get updates. Any updates we'll let you know, but please check for IISER Mohali. But it's still not clear that they'll take an interview or something, exam is there or not. Okay. Then come IISER Kolkata. Okay, again Kolkata is one of the leading IISERs, like very reputed IISERs, and the compulsion here is that you should have around 55% aggregate. That is the minimum for all the IISERs, and they want you to have a maths plus physics in your bachelor's. Like you should have chemistry, obviously. Chemistry plus maths and physics is a compulsory competition in order for you to apply this place. Okay, so they also call for interviews from JAM rank. and they've not specified the JAM rank yet. If there's any, we'll let you know. Okay. Then other comes the IISER Trivandrum. IISER Trivandrum, which is in Kerala. Okay. So this is also a developing IISER. See, look, all the IISERs are better than NITs, and they actually have a good teaching background and a good research aptitude. So you should, any of the IISERs, if you go, please, like, if you should apply all the IISERs. Okay, don't miss out. Then in Trivandrum they have tests. JAM is not mentioned there in the side, and then you are called for interview. Okay. So those who couldn't pass JAM and all, they can give tests here, and they will be called for interview if they get selected. Then comes the important place, one of the leading research institutes in the world actually. We are seventh, making this video from JNCASR as well. And JNCASR is a place which was categorized seventh. JNCASR came seventh in the normalized index of nature this year only, and we are just above Princeton in this regard. So you can apply to JNCASR. It doesn't require you to give JAM. Those who haven't given JAM or couldn't get any rank in JAM, you can still give exam for this. So JNCASR conducts its own test at JNCASR. Then if you qualify, you'll have a call for interview the next day, or the 1 or 2 days, in the span of 1 or 2 days. Okay, so this is an important place. Integrated PhD, I would say those who wanted to do integrated PhD, definitely this is the best option you have. And I forgot about to mention this for IISERs. IISERs you will be having integrated PhD programs, not MSc. So in few places you can quit, like in IISER Pune, in PhD is for 7 years. So you can't quit after doing MSc here. But if you look at IISER Bhopal and other IISERs, you can quit after having a master's degree after 3 years. And in IITs, they have master degrees for 2 years. So 1 year is a research project at IISER. So that is like a good thing in IISER. But if you want to do MSc only, then avoid IISER Pune, because they want you to sign up from that you won't be able to quit from that place masters. You have to go for a PhD from that very place. You can't go out, you can't join another institute, you have to be there. So that is like a backdrop for IISER Pune, but in other IISERs, you can actually quit after doing masters. In JNCASR also you can quit after doing your masters. And they have a MSc program as well, which I am enrolled in, and they have an integrated PhD program, which is about 6 to 7 years again, and MSc is for 2 years. Okay, and then comes the very important. So, like those students who doesn't want to pursue research. Okay, so then comes the universities, which are like recognized by world actually. Like they are really old and they're extremely prestigious universities. So the upcoming one is the BHU, Banaras Hindu University, and pay attention, Banaras Hindu University is having an exam on 26th or 27th of May this year. Okay, 26th or 27th of May 2020, and their last date is this Feb, 29th Feb. 29th Feb is the last date to apply online. So it's again a online based test. So after watching this video, please go to BHU site and fill this form. Come on. And so BHU is a well recognized university. MSc is amazing. Bachelor's is also amazing. So they have a really studious environment there, and you'll learn a lot of things. Okay, so go for BHU. Then comes the other university everybody knows. This is the Delhi University, which is offering a MSc course, and it's again a prestigious university. Not very research focused, but yeah, if you look at the quality of education, it's good. This one is great. This is also great. DU is like considerably good, and For this, they have about 306 seats there. 306 seats are there, from which 153 are reserved. Like this is reserved for students from DU, merit based. So half the seats are merit based, the rest like 153. The 153 are for or open for everybody. Open for everybody. Like you have a test, and then you get in. There's no interview involved in this. Delhi University, you give test, you get ranking. When you get ranking, you're selected. Okay. So there's few 153 are like ample amounts of it, but not really much for some 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 students. But yeah, I think you should start. So there's a difference in DU and JAM examination. The DU examination is you please search for if you have any friend or something, someone who belongs to your DU University, ask them for books. Like they have the JAM syllabus is a relatively vast syllabus, and DU is the exam. If you look at the DU papers, they are asking the same topics like again, and sometimes it's predictable in some sense. Like 60% is obviously always predictable. They'll have some additional things, like in JAM you won't have this quantum mechanics and all. They'll be asking some tunneling questions and all in their exam. So that you have to like read, like lanthanum actinides are not mentioned in JAM, but it's there in DU. Few topics are there. You can find the other videos on other YouTube channels who tell about the strategies of DU. We'll also be doing this, and soon we'll give you these. All previous year papers are available online, and we're giving this solved and unsolved question papers on our WhatsApp group and Telegram group. We'll let you know in just a while. So DU is done, BHU is done, then comes another university, Hyderabad University. So if you ask me what university comes after IITs, this one. This is almost comparable to if you do MSc at Hyderabad University, it's almost comparable to doing a MSc at IIT, some new IIT, because it's really good, and they bring teachers from outside and all. They have a good environment of teaching. Hyderabad University is actually good in research also, like better than NIITs and few IITs. They have good faculty, good student environment is there. So don't miss out this. And like these exams are there, but if you ask me if you are researching, if you have an interest in research, go for this one, Hyderabad University. Excellent university. Okay. So the forms will be out soon, and it's going to have an exam very soon. So look at the site and fill that form for Hyderabad University. Okay. And so in this Hyderabad University, 60% is what they ask for minimum in bachelor's, but we have few of our friends at Hyderabad University, and they said the academic staff doesn't really look at how much number did you get in bachelor's. My friend had some 54 some percent, but he still got in because he got a good rank in the examination. So I don't think it really matters. The 60% they must have they have mentioned, but I don't think this is like compulsion. So those who don't have, still go for this one and have. If you get a good rank, you're in. Then comes the Pondicherry University. Okay. Pondicherry University is again an excellent university in terms of doing masters in chemistry. So though it's you can actually witness the students of PU in various NET and GATE examinations. They are doing extremely well there. That means they must be having some good knowledge of masters in their master's course. And you can go to this Pondicherry University. Like the forms will be out. There's a test for this university, and according to some information, like if you top like within 1 or 2, 3, you really get some stipend, like not much, but you still get a ample stipend to have like sustain there, like some 2,000-3,000 rupees. I actually don't know the exact price, but if you rank between 1 to 2, 3 toppers, you'll get something. Other places you're not getting, but here you're getting, okay. But definitely first go for Hyderabad, then those who are interested in research and all, go for Hyderabad, then BHU is always great, these are always good universities. Then comes the exams for CUCET, okay. So go look for this is Central University Common Entrance tests. So it's a test which is, there are some 15 universities are enrolled within the CUCET. So they have a common test. If you give this common test, you can enroll in any of these universities. And like these are some good universities we mentioned. But to my knowledge, this University of Karnataka is one of the excellent universities in the country for like pursuing chemistry, because many professors I've seen at IITs, JNCASR, IISC and IISER who have been the students from University of Karnataka, University of Mysore, and they are now actually a good research aptitude research professors in these impressive institutes like IITs and IISER and IISC. So I think Karnataka is like the top amongst all these. Anyway, you can give your preference to these universities. If you belong to Rajasthan, you can go to Rajasthan and live there happily. But I think this is the last option you should have. Right? Totally, these are all good, but CUCET should be the last in your list. So, and okay, so if you really want to do MSc, okay. Next thing I want to mention is that we made a WhatsApp group on. For Inspire Chemistry. So we'll be sending. We've already sent you some questions from DU, Hyderabad University, CUCET, and BHU also. People are giving us some questions. We are solving it and giving it back. So we also have a Telegram group, because there's some problem in WhatsApp group because you have to share your contacts in order to join a group. But Telegram you can download from Play Store, and Apple people can download it through their app. And if you go to Telegram and search for Inspire Chemistry, and ask for joining notification, we'll join you in this group, and you'll be getting a lot of notifications and important dates on this Telegram as well as WhatsApp. And you can always send your questions if you have any, and we'll be letting you know all the related informations about the IITs and IISERs. So the sooner we'll be bringing you some videos from IISERs, like almost we're bringing you some students who qualified IISER interviews. They'll tell you about that particular IISER, their interview experience, what they felt, where should you go, everything they'll tell you. Okay, those videos are coming really soon, so stay tuned with our channel. And like 2 or 3 days, and like some few days later, we'll be uploading. We are starting some quantum lectures by a guest student. So stay tuned, and he's really good, and he'll explain each and every concept in really good detail. So those who I've felt that quantum is really difficult, but if you follow this guy's lecture, like you'll be a fan of it, and keep following the. You see the first video, and you'll develop this insight to follow his lectures. So we'll bring this quantum lecture series in our channel. So keep following our channel, and that's it for today. And if you have any questions regarding all of these exams and some related IISERs or interviews, please let us know through your comments. And if you like this video and our efforts to get you through a good IISERs, IITs and all, please give us a subscription and press a like button and share it with your friends so that everybody is benefited from it. Thank you. Wish you all the best from IISER Inspire Chemistry. Thank you so much.